Yo, what's good? Welcome back to another TikTok compilation. We are back with another one. All right, people. I appreciate you guys liking up, subbing up. If you haven't hit the bell, though, make sure you do hit that bell so you do get notified right away when I post. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys, honestly. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't probably still be doing this. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. Also, please keep the comments positive, man. And always the positive comments always pay attention to more than the negative. But just try to keep the comments positive, y'all. If you don't agree with something, it's okay. You know, it's all right, man. Everybody got their own like point of view on things. So yeah, just make sure you keep the comments good down there. But with all that being said, let's go on and get into the video. All right, let's go on and see what's going on here.
Let's talk about signs and symbols. All right, so I have 3 or 4 major symbols here I just wanted to show you. A lot of people, right, are quick to deny the things that we talk about on here, the things that we share. But I just wanted to show you how they demonize what we talk about, but use it for their own benefit. So up here we have vortex math at the top. This is the famous Tesla secret to the universe 369. Outside of the 369, you have 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. This number is a repeating pattern that goes on infinite forever. So when the Nazi Party dissolved, all roads lead to Rome, right? The Third Reich reincarnation of Rome. What is Rome? What is Rome? You have Ra and Om. You have primordial creation, and you have right-turning radiating destruction, the torus field. So they dissolved into corporations in order to hide themselves. 3 main ones: BMW, Volkswagen, and Mercedes. So BMW being the flat earth map, the 4 cardinal points, the clock, the zodiacal wheel, the Mazzaroth. The right here in the middle, Volkswagen, it's literally the vortex math. So you can see the V, 1 to the 8, and then you can see the W. It's the 2, the 4, the 5, and the 7. And then they meet at the creation point, the spark of power, the middle of the torus field. Remember that vortex mathematics is just the mathematical representation of the torus field. I know I've seen all the dielectric, the magnetisms, all these magnets and copper. This is the mathematical representation of this, all right? I don't see enough people talking about this, and we really need to do, because this is a huge part of creation and life. So Mercedes stole the seed of life. In the middle of the seed of life, you have the Vesica Pisces. This is what Ascension Medical and Mercedes symbol represent. The Vesica Pisces. It's the 1, 2, 3, the 3, 6, and the 9. It's not a holy trinity, all right? It's not religious. This is 3, 6, and 9. This is how our realm operates. I wore this hat just to show you. Hurley, right? This is the sign for Pisces. This is also the torus field, the hyperbola. This would be the hyperboloid, the time. The Christianity was founded during the age of Pisces, right? This is the hyperbola, the bull god, bull worship. It's all about the bull. Time. You're governed by Father Time, Chronos, Saturn. And it's all in their signs and symbols. Don't let them steal it. Let's take it back. It's ours.
That's crazy, bro. They take everything from us and use it against us, man. Mm-mm-mm. What am I looking at, man?
About what you're looking at and put all 13 stars together in one picture. What does it make up? Put them all together into one star and becomes the hexagram. HEX, hex is 6. Well, the Star of David is a 6-pointed star. That's why it's called a hex. Why? It's because the ancient prehistoric world, the ancient Babylonians, Sumerians, they would draw a circle on the ground and then draw a triangle within the circle and then an opposing triangle, which is a Star of David, we would call it. inside of a circle and stand inside of that circle, that star, and cast a spell on you. And so today we have Jews all over the world who are proud to show you they have the hex put on them, because a hex is a six-pointed star. And so they call it the Star of David. No, that first of all, we know it's not the Star of David, because the star itself, the six-pointed star, originally came from the Hindus in India. This is an Indian Hindu symbol of the six-pointed star. It can be traced back to, in the ancient world, as a symbol for the planet Saturn. Saturn was always the astronomical, not astrological, astronomical, one of the symbols in the astronomical for the planet Saturn was a six-pointed star, a hexagram, which I think is interesting because on the planet of Saturn today, on the North Pole, there is a hexagram. You know, if you think about it, all your life, the situation in the heavens has always been the same. It's the same story year in and year out. The sun is in summer, and then it goes into fall, then it goes into winter, then it goes into the spring, comes back to summer, and then it starts all over again, spring, summer, autumn, winter, and then it stops. That's the way it is. So the sun, the ancient people said that the sun was dead in winter. Everyone in the northern hemisphere felt that the sun was dead in winter. It is dead in winter for you. It's freezing up here. But if you have the money, or if you're a bird, you can fly down to Rio. That's when summer is in the southern hemisphere. You go south for the summer. That's why you see the birds, all the birds going south in the fall. Why? Because they're getting out of here because it's winter. It's going to get cold here. And so the birds are flying south for the summer because that's where the sun's going to be. So that's the first day of winter in the northern hemisphere. December 21st is the first day of summer in the southern hemisphere. And so it's just the opposite there. So when they're having summer, we're having winter. Well, so in the northern hemisphere, we said that the sun dies for us. It's dead. It's of no value to us. We're freezing to death up here. Going back to the dollar bill, you will see the eagle. And the eagle has always represented in all societies, always the eagle is the most important symbol in all societies. And it always means the same thing. As far back as we can go to the Sumerians, the Babylonians, the Phoenician Canaanites, the Greeks, the Romans, America. America has the bald eagle. You know, that's our symbol. No, it's not your symbol. It's been the oldest symbol that's ever been used by any civilization on the face of the earth, period. All ancient civilizations use the eagle. It represents the sun. But what's interesting about the eagle is you'll notice it only has two wings, left wing and right wing. That's why you can only have two political parties under this system in America. You can only have a left wing and a right wing because the eagle only has two wings. But both wings are operated by the same brain. So there's a third party here. There's the brain that operates the left wing and right wing, which is telling you that our political system is run by money. Banks are on both sides of a river. They're called river banks. About what you're looking at, and put all 13
by money and energy, because they need our energy, a lot of it.
Perpetrated cross-genre again. Lady Gaga and Beyonce collaborating on videos. They can do it to look like an Eastern religion. We'll see that in the later section of this plate. You can see Beyonce and Lady Gaga and all of the dancers programming. Look at this. An album cover, Justin Timberlake. Again, artists copying artists. These are not artists at all. These are puppets and ministers for the religion of Lucifer. It's obvious. Now again, we have a top hat and this dual symbolism, black and white. You'll see that later in the last section of this, understanding that checkerboard, that Masonic checkerboard. And you can see here now this is being used as in a sexual connotation. Any which way that they can do it, they will show you that. So 666, and of course the female part with the male part, and this is a movie by Justin Timberlake, Friends with Benefits. So promoting fornication and all of this. Yeah, it sounds funny. But I'm telling you, we have something to understand and realize in morality, that there is a soul at stake. And Jesus did teach all of this in addition to him being the only way of salvation. Now we have him doing the 666 sign here. Another Disney product, which is Christina Aguilera. There's the 666 sign, and then of course she does all the other signs to distinguish her eye. Moving on, Britney Spears, the third Disney product. You can see the dancers doing the same thing. They are programmed to do this. They do this by choreography, not by being an artist. The industry does this. Christina or Britney Spears' sister. So it's all in the family. It's all in a bloodline. They are children that grow up in this religion, and their children are the ones on the stage. As we have children in our churches and we go to churches in the open, there is no Church of Lucifer or Church of Satan. Therefore, their children grow up in the world, and their children become the stage actors and actresses to indoctrinate you, and you are completely unaware of it. Madonna. And so you can understand now this sort of Eastern style of this mudra being done. And there is Shakira and this mudra being done,
Shakira,
and that
they
reference
got you
to
too.
Buddhism, Hinduism. They have a similar mudra. You can see that similar mudra there. And these mudras, again, enlightenment, wisdom, that type of symbology. But I'm going to tell you, and I'll show you the roots of Hinduism, the roots of Buddhism, which stem from Hinduism. Buddha was a Hindu, and we'll get into that later. I'm not knocking the religion. I'm just calling it out for what it is. And you can believe this or not. It is up to you. Now, this is key. We have a fashion shoot with the 666 sign. You can see here, Novus Ordo Seclorum. That is the New World Order. You have here the Eye of Lucifer. You have here Anunnaki. I believe these are lightning bolts. I'm not sure. But Anunnaki refers to the Sumerian gods, those who from heaven came, and that is the definition of the Anunnaki. The only book in the world that's going to tell you those who from heaven came were the fallen angels. And so this doctrine of fallen angels going into Hinduism, which is the deity worship on a grand scale. They have millions of deities, and you can see that this ancient religion, mystery religions now with a triangle, moving along and showing you the 666 sign any which way that they can, how well it's programmed into society. They know exactly what they're doing. Those who do this fashion shoot know what they're doing.
Exactly.
And so not only do they know what they're doing, this is a religion being perpetrated on you. You have to realize that. I mean, before I was believed what I believed, I was like, man, what are you trying to push religion on me for? Look at the religion being pushed onto you, and realize that your idea of people pushing religion onto you is not tolerated. Look at what is being tolerated by the masses, and understanding that it's religion. Here's Bono again, and look at all of the young actors doing this. This is one of the most famous actors on the planet, Johnny Depp. Leonardo DiCaprio, as a young boy. Look what they're doing. Continuing on. This is Muse, or, 30 Seconds to Mars. One of those two. Jared Leto, I think it's 30 Seconds to Mars. Do you see the eye? Who in their right mind puts an OK symbol in the eye? This is a variant of that, saluting 666 or Satan. It's clear. Please understand what the interpretation is and know that that's what's going on. Don't let your mind have that wall in it and say, oh, no, they can catch these guys doing anything. Come on. Realize it. Understand it. And realize you're getting played. You are getting played like a dummy on the outside world.
Indeed.
This is Tyra Banks. Another variant of that. You think she's not doing it? It's clear. Look at it. She was in the Olympic 2012 ceremony, closing ceremonies. Jessie J, I believe her name is. Fergie. The same actors and actresses doing the same thing. The same puppets doing the same thing. They've sold out. They've been bred from a young child to do this and be ministers this way. Here's LL Cool J and the eye of CBS, and you can see that this is 2012 Grammy Awards. Clear. Please, people, understand what's going on this level. Perpetrated. Cross-genre again, Lady Gaga.
We all know that's the third eye and all that, but man, who in there, like, you know what I'm saying? Who really in when they go over there and take a picture like this? You know what I'm saying? You're not finna be like, alright, let me take a picture like this today. Like, no. Come on, man. This is by design. They're doing all this by design, man. They are being told what they do. Puppets. They not even happy with their life for real. Do like, come on. How could you be happy with your life? You gotta take a picture like that. You're being controlled, my boy. For sure. Get out of here, man. Hold on, y'all. Let me read that just in case it's copyright. What is he trying to show me? That the code was demonized to keep what? I didn't see what that said. The code was demonized to keep the people from realizing their image power. Yahweh is Babylon. Alright, I'm gonna pass it. Hello? Gotta let the gas pass through. Gotta do that. But hey, at least I muted my mic this time. Okay. This is a chart of I guess the chakras and stuff. Symbols are energy. Facts. Symbols are energy. I agree. We'll just skip that. Alright, let's see.
Astronomy tells us is that we are made of stardust. The nitrogen in your DNA, the iron in your blood, and the calcium in your bones were once produced in the core of a giant star. But how is that possible? Well, soon after the universe was born, primordial nucleosynthesis created only two major chemical elements, hydrogen and helium. The first generation of stars formed from these elements and fused heavier ones in their core. When these stars died during a supernova, they enriched the interstellar medium with heavier elements such as oxygen, carbon, iron, etc. From that enriched medium, subsequent generations of stars formed. The Sun is a third-generation star, relatively rich in heavy elements compared to its ancestors. So, most of the elements on Earth and inside us were once produced by stars. We are literally made of star stuff. The most mind-blowing thing that astronomy tells us is that
Nicki Minaj trolls Cardi B after she just basically went viral for going off on Offset, crying online, talking about how he done did her dirty. So Nicki done posted this little joint with Michael Jackson. Like, Nicki ain't playing, man. Nicki knows she need to chill with that. Nicki like, I ain't got them type of problems. I was smart enough to get a broke nigga. I was smart enough to get a dude who, if he cheat, he'll probably be the dumbest nigga on earth. But I'm just saying, though, Nicki ain't letting off. Nicki like, damn, I'm here. I'm winning. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, though. Nicki out here winning, Cardi B out here online crying over Offset about what he got going on and shit, you know what I'm saying? Calling him out. And you know, Nicki just out here like, hey, Hey, I see what's going on. You know she gonna troll. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm here for it. Do what y'all do. Nicki Minaj troll.
You know what's crazy? All of these tactics just to keep us divided, just to keep us fighting with ourselves and our existence and our identity on this planet has been given to us. Every single problem that we deal with today has been given to us. It's only when I'm in nature when I realize this.
Living in a villain's world, and they designed it perfectly. We eat the food they give us, vote for one of two people that they tell us to, and watch the movies that they show. They take our attention as soon as we reach age 5, and they never give it back. We go to school for 8 hours a day learning what they want us to. They scold us until we obey, and then they praise us when we do. They make us form a habit of waking up and spending our entire day in a building that we wouldn't choose, so that when we get older, we are willing to do the same. Following orders becomes comfortable when we spend our childhood doing what we're told. So when we're older, we hesitate to stray outside the norm. They tell us that we should do anything we can to attend a university, because if we don't, we will fail. They manipulate us into financial dependency at a young age so that we stay liable to the system. They've given us a currency that only has value because they say it does, and we receive it by working at a business that they own. Their
Yup.
millions become billions while the rest of us are forced to sacrifice our time for a minuscule fraction of what our work gains for them. They provide us housing, but make it costly so that we struggle to accumulate enough wealth to escape their system. Our supermarkets are full of brands that they possess, to the point that it is difficult to find ones that they don't. Our meals are either purchased from a store that they most likely own, or created with ingredients from their brands.
Yup.
They tamper with the food they give us and pump them with toxic and addictive chemicals. They make the most harmful foods the cheapest and most convenient, so that it becomes an offer that we can't refuse. Over time, we become addicted, and we are living.
P Posse said the cheaper they make the food, they gave us a deal that's irresistible. I literally just went to the store today, bought some corn tortillas, and when I missed this one. I was looking at everything else, and I'm like, man, this is some corn tortillas. Let me buy some. It was $2, right? Man, I looked on the back and get home. It say engineered with bioengineered ingredients, and I'm like, yo, you can't even get no regular tortillas from a Mexican store. Y'all gotta understand,
It's
well, y'all
sad.
already understand this. This whole world is ran by families. You know how people get about protecting their family. Imagine how the elites feel about our royal bloodline. They probably don't even look at us as humans, as real people. Strictly a food source for Babylon, bro. That's why I don't be mad at all these things happening across this planet, bro. All this destruction Mother Earth doing, because it's time to clean up the parasites off the land, bro. They got us working on our land, bro. They got us overly working on our land. Y'all gotta understand something, bro. Yeah, you meant to create, but you ain't meant to work for nobody for no dollar, bro. You shouldn't feel bad if you quote-unquote broken. You shouldn't feel better because you quote-unquote rich. However you want to classify it. They printing it up. A lot of people be like, oh,
100.
that's adulting. I pay all my bills on time. You're proud of paying bills, bro. You're proud of paying bills. You got to understand the rich don't pay it. They use other people's money to pay bills. They use good debt. Because it's all a game. And it's really a game you can't win, fam. You know what I'm saying? They always gonna have you chasing, consuming, or worried about something. And like I said, I don't be realizing this until I hit nature. And every time I hit nature and I come back, there's like something waiting for, somebody waiting for me to pull me back to the program. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying nature's that solves everything, but like when you go to somewhere where it's quiet, pristine, and outside of this city ley line, you realize like, yo, everything I'm worried about, they gave to me, bro. Every single problem that I'm conversing in my head, it was given to me. You feel me?
Why
And they
is
try
it
to,
like
this society try to
lighting
beat
right
the
here?
life out of you, fam. They try to beat the creativity out of you, beat your muse out of you. Every single one of us have a God-given talent, a universe-given talent, however you want to say it. You know what I'm saying? We got a God-given talent. And it's Rothschild and it's these Bilderberg groups and these private organizations' job to harness that for themselves. Y'all go to nature and come back to this realm and y'all see what I'm talking about. Y'all see exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, man,
You know what's crazy?
got us working all crazy on this planet. It should be free. Sad, man. The apples didn't ask for $1 to grow. All they asked for some water and some sun. That's all they needed. Not $1. Sad. Sad. So sad.
Kanye West just exposed how the world really works.
Let me tell you something. This is the way the world
God
works.
is using him right now.
Okay, be quiet for a second. Let's for a
Sorry.
second.
I love you both.
He's
Okay.
not the truth right now.
Hey, sorry. Come down, please. God runs the world. Then under that, you got 1,000-year-old families, Medici. Under that, you have the Vatican, the Pope. Under that, you have the financial groups that control all your shit. BlackRock, Vanguard. After that, you have Putin. You have Trump. You have all this shit. And after that, you got what all this shit is. Entertainment. Hollywood. Take that, run that back, run it in schools. I'm going to give y'all one last thing before I go. When I first put the tweet up, I was dealing with a divorce lawyer. And I explained to the lawyer what my issue was. And his response was to me, if you keep up this anti-Semitic rhetoric, then you won't see your kids. A nigga I knew...
Anti-Semitism is wrong, but Kanye's been giving y'all nuggets of truth.
Mm-hmm.
Just pay attention.
Definitely giving us
just
nuggets of
exposed how
truth.
the world really works.
He ain't gonna give us all of it, but definitely give us some little nuggets of truth for sure.
Your favorite rapper, you're happier than your favorite rapper right now. You watching this nigga live, he turned up, he with the bitches, he with the money, you happier than him. That money that he got, them bitches that he got, don't make him happy. None of that. All this, all this real life shit, bro. Y'all niggas don't understand, bro. Like, there's so many people, like, that be telling me they love me. I don't even know these niggas' first names. Like, these rap niggas are the weirdest niggas I've ever met in my life. Like, niggas will really tell you that they love you and you don't even know their first name. Literally.
That's crazy.
You don't even gotta explain yourself, they gonna see. Bro, niggas gonna see, but your favorite rapper, you're happier than your...
He definitely on to something, I'm not gonna lie. For sure.
Something really strange going on here, and if something ends up happening to me, I just hope that this video can maybe explain it. Okay, so I have these two mirrors in my room. As you can see, they're pretty normal looking mirrors, but I was cleaning and I had them kind of set up like this, and I noticed something really weird. Just watch. See, when you look through the mirror into the other one, it becomes like a window. And there's this huge warehouse, grocery store, or something down there.
See, mirrors are portals.
It gets even crazier. Watch this.
Cap. How is she doing that? Nah, how is she doing that, bruh? This gotta be fake.
Wait out for the moment of truth. 3, 2, 1. Whoa. What the hell? What is this place?
What?
How far does it go?
Get out. Get out of there, man. Wait. Yo. Can somebody please confirm that this is fake, please? Because that is crazy. She just went through a mirror, bruh. Oh, I hope that's fake. Because right now, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. What? I gotta, nah. Ain't no way. I'm shocked right now. Because that looked too real. That's gotta be edited. Please let that be fake. That gotta be fake, right, y'all? That's fake. I don't know, but she definitely fooled me. She got me. There's so much stuff going on, man.
Nigga, it's so many acres in America. We don't have to stay in the inner city. We don't have to stay on top of each other. They motherfucking made the Twix double the size, trying to make us fat. They doing this inclusive shit. They just made that girl Paloma the head model. They trying to push fucking obesity to us. They put us in a McDonald's commercial. They put your brother in a McDonald's commercial. They try to put me in a McDonald's commercial. McDonald's kills you, my nigga. They not putting healthy shit. You can grow fucking food right off the side of the ground, my nigga. You don't gotta pay for all this shit. And fuck all this Chanel shit we do to impress niggas going broke to impress other broke people, man.
Because he's black.
Nigga, what you care about crazy?
No,
and by the way, we're not black. How about that? We're not black, nigga. We're Indian. Yeah. We're Native American. Yeah. How many of y'all grandmothers got Indian in your family? Yeah, of course. Wait a second, but what happened to the Indians? We black. Show me black on the planet. Why you stop recording?
She knows the fucking shit.
Why you sound crazy? Nah, cause you think I sound crazy.
No, you don't sound crazy. You sound fucking legit. I'm still recording. You're talking truth. You're talking truth.
We not black. Race was made up.
You're talking truth.
Race is made up.
Yeah, with the brown eyes.
Show me black. Show me black on the planet.
Imagine fighting over the color of somebody's skin.
Black. Everybody
Crazy.
else, they European, they Australian, they Chinese, they Japanese. Show me black on the planet. We marginalized as entertainers. I already seen the other side, nigga.
Nah, Kanye speaking his stuff, man.
I went up to head with these niggas, man.
Not gonna lie.
And I'm still alive. And I'm live for this moment to say this to y'all. When the last time you see me around a nigga that went on salary, nigga? I don't know what a friend is, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? This really some years of Britney Spears shit, nigga. The same paparazzi that I slammed at the airport when they gave me my first piece of medication was the exact same paparazzi that photographed Britney. TMZ, 30-mile zone. That is what Hollywood is. Once you go in there, them niggas is around you. They gonna surround you. They in charge of that shit. They in charge of your fucking narrative. They in charge of your bank account. They in charge of your cars. They in charge of your record labels. They in charge of your football contracts. They in charge of your houses.
Exposing everything.
And I'm saying, niggas be coming to me really like, working me talking about something. Where you going? I'm gonna apologize. When they gonna apologize to me? When they gonna apologize to us?
Yeah. Facts.
Locking us up, putting drugs in front of us, locking up all our leaders and calling them gang leaders.
Yo.
Who's gonna put the community together? And anybody that could put the community together, they put them under the jail.
Fucking York.
And when I talked to Trump, he ain't never get Trump. Trump could have freed Larry, bro.
Fuck Trump.
You know what I'm saying? So Trump, look, you want our support? You
Come
have
on,
to
why you
promise
free Larry?
in writing on your life. You gonna free Larry, bro. The communities, nigga, it's so many acres in America. We don't have to stay in the inner city.
That's crazy. He could have freed Larry Hoover, man. They know Larry ain't do nothing. Dang, man. I like this, though. Even though, like, Kanye might still be with them people, he's still, like, putting his life on the line, though. Like, because they could probably knock him off of this. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. That would be tragic, though. I'm not gonna lie, man. Shout out to Kanye, though.
To give y'all some ways that you can find some internal peace. Number one, meditation. I always tell y'all about meditation. Meditation allows you to calm your overthinking down, calm your anxiety down, and be in the present moment. If you having a stressful day, everything going wrong, everybody pissing you off, the best way to find your peace is meditation. You might catch yourself just feeling sad for no reason, or you just real anxious or real worried. Meditation. Meditation can bring you internal peace in any situation. Number two, sound frequencies. You know that sound frequencies can actually change the structure of your brain? You can actually calm your brain down and find peace just by listening to a certain vibration. I got a frequency playlist in my bio to help you find
Hey,
the
man,
best
go get you
sound
some snacks. We're going to be here for a minute.
Confidence, energy, thoughts, peace, etc. So make sure y'all tap in with that. Number 3, D&D. Putting your phone on Do Not Disturb will actually save you a lot of peace. People can't just randomly hit you up with some bad news, calling your phone, giving you some negative energy, gossiping, etc. You get to control who has access to you. You get to control when to talk to somebody. Number 4, start putting yourself first. You don't always have to be there to please people. Stop draining your energy to help somebody else's. This is your life. Why wouldn't you put yourself first? Your friends want to go out and you want to just chill in the crib, do that. It's what you want to do. If you just genuinely don't feel like working today, call off. Start doing more things for you. When you have a relationship with yourself like that, you start having more peace in life. Start feeling more in control, and that takes more stress off. I love y'all. I'm going to give y'all some ways that you can find some internal peace.
Do y'all see that? The plane is not moving. This is by far the best plane glitch I have ever seen, y'all. Look at this. You see the cornfields, the cars moving, but that plane is literally stuck in place. How do you explain what's going on here, y'all? For the people that say these things that don't happen, these glitches in the Matrix don't happen, why do these things happen? If we're not in a video game, why is this happening? Look at this. Look at that. It's not going anywhere. How do you explain that? He said it's not moving. It's not moving at all, y'all. Look at this. This is by far the best plane glitch I've ever seen. Alright, y'all. Again, glitches happen because people are realizing they are in the Matrix, so when that happens, the Matrix starts to collapse from within. And that's one of the main reasons why you see all these glitches happening and all these weather anomalies taking place. Let me know what you guys think about this glitch video, y'all. This is the best one I've ever seen thus far. Like, comment, and share for more videos like this. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shit, y'all. Peace in. Do y'all see that? The plane.
I don't know how it's going on.
You never knew. The last one is crazy. If you knew your mom wasn't home, but you heard somebody at your door with her voice, would you answer?
No. We're not getting in.
Do you want to know who your secret crush is? It's the second person you see when you click share and more. In 1991, Philip Lewis, who we know as Mr. Mosby on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, took a woman's life while drunk driving. His blood alcohol level was 3 times the legal limit. But since Maryland didn't have strict laws on drunk driving yet, he only served about 1 prison year and some community service. No one can comment under this video and give 0 likes. If there is a comment with 0 likes, you are the chosen one. Before we get to the last scary thing, please support this page by clicking the follow button for more interesting posts every day. 2 cops were called to a graveyard to investigate noises when they heard this.
And then they ran.
Yeah, comment below what you think that was. Scary things you never knew. The last one is...
I don't know what that was, but I probably would have got out of there too. I'm not gonna lie. Yep.
Cardi B goes off on Offset, says he's been doing her dirty. So Cardi B done came on live, screaming on the joint, talking about Offset been doing her dirty. You know what I'm saying? And he be thinking it's a game. He keep playing with her and all that. You know what I'm saying? He likes to, play games with her when she ain't feeling confident and all that. I'm just sitting back like, damn, girl, I thought you had that wop, girl. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know a brother playing games like that with somebody that got that wop, though. But Cardi ain't having it, man. It ain't looking good. You know what I'm saying? She already said they ain't been together. There's been rumors about Offset, like they seen him with some joint at the party. He claims he don't know her. He ain't with nobody or whatever. Then people saying they done seen the joint at his.
This is a message to all the light workers. Since the energy is changing on the planet, it's increasing. You have to gauge and monitor what you are focused on.
Wow.
Too many of us are focusing on things we can't control, like current events. If you focus on what's negative in the world, more negative shows up in greater amounts because the energy is moving faster. So things are manifesting faster. During these times, you must cling to the light. no matter how much darkness is around you. Because you may see darkness. You must cling to the light. You must switch your attention to the things that bring you joy, happiness, fulfillment, love, because that energy is also moving faster. Gauge your attention. This is a message to all.
Everything he was telling me was different from what we were being told was the truth. And at one point I asked him, I said, man, you guys, you lied about a lot, didn't you? And instantly he said, no, we didn't lie about certain things. We lied about everything. None of it was true. I really don't think people realize how deep the lie goes.
Space, a final frontier. Space, a final frontier.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
The Vector, NASA's official logo.
How deep is the lie?
NASA's official logo, both their official insignia and their official seal, you'll see that the most prominent object in the seal is a red swooshing object. They call that the chevron or the vector. If you ask NASA's Public Affairs Office, this symbology is featured so heavily in their insignia and seal, they'll give you what really amounts to the standard facile cover story for the unilluminated. They'll tell you that that is a representation of a hypersonic wing design from the 1950s, which was the time the logo was created. Not exactly the case. Someone might want to ask the Russian Federal Space Agency, Roscosmos, that was formed in 1992, why they chose that same logo. And while you're at it, you can go ask the Chinese, who formed their space agency in 1996, why in the world they're using a hypersonic wing design from the 1950s as their official logo. Then you can ask the Japanese, the South Koreans, Taiwanese, Malaysia, Mexico, Iran, all of these countries, even Bulgaria. They all utilize the vector symbology in their space agency logos for their national space agencies. It gets even deeper. You can go look at the individual manned program patches for NASA. The Mercury program, for example, a blatant use of covert symbology. In every logo dealing with the Mercury program, you'll see what looks like a number 7 in their logo. And again, NASA's official story is that they put this number 7 there so that they could pay homage to the original 7 Mercury astronauts. Kind of forgetting the fact that only 6 Mercury astronauts actually flew into space, because number 7 never did. Deke Slayton had a heart problem, so he didn't get to go up. So there were only 6 Mercury astronauts. Yet there's a 7 in every single logo. That's in the official mission or official program insignia for Mercury, as well as the 6 individual mission patches carry this logo. And it carries on to the Space Shuttle program. If you look at the Apollo logo has a big letter A in it. At least that's what they want you to believe, but it's not. Again, that's just a simple way of explaining away the inclusion of this vector symbology in the logo. If you go to the Space Shuttle program, the original Space Shuttle STS program patch is a triangular patch that, again, hides the use of the chevronic vector symbology. And that also goes for many of the STS-specific mission patches. Every single one of the International Space Station expedition patches carry the vector symbology. The Russian Mir space station used the vector symbology. That was their official logo. You can even go deeper and look at military-industrial complex companies. Look at the logo on a company like Lockheed Martin, 2 vectors. The X-Prize logo, Ames Research Labs, U.S. Space Command. When you get into the military realm, the United States Space Command, their official logo is the vector symbol. And when you look at the military's individual space-specific programs, all of them deal with vector symbology in their official insignias. And the question really becomes, who or what are these people paying homage to? And the truth, quite frankly, is out of this world.
Wow. coincidence? I don't think so.
This painting, entitled The Madonna with Saint Giovannino, was made sometime during the 1400s. The artist's name is not known, but at first glance you can notice a UFO shape in the sky to the right side of the Madonna. If you were to see the original full-size painting, you would see the object clearly. Looking at the enlargement, you can see a man and his dog standing and looking up at the object. However, this painting has something else being depicted. On the left side of the painting, you see the sun and some vector-like objects seemingly flying from or toward the sun. Perhaps this artist was trying to tell us something. In another painting of the Madonna, made by a completely different artist, the unusual patterns of the sun.
Everything he was telling me was different from what we were being
Kind
told.
of interesting about the art thing. Wow. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Not gonna realize that the world is actually ending, and y'all going on about y'all trends on social media, and y'all not preparing what these rich motherfuckers is. In the last part of the movie, there was a bunker, and it so happens to be that Mark Zuckerberg is actually building a bunker. I don't think bro is just tripping or taking the movie a little too serious. What my hypothesis is that that movie was made by the elites to signal the elites in a subliminal way to let you know that it's go time. And everyone's been going crazy about the deer.
I mean, look at the name. Leave the world behind.
The deer in the movie.
Come on, man.
Well, I'm gonna tell
It's
you
too
that
obvious.
actually is a symbol from the divine that God is here to create balance, and that seeing a deer is actually a good spiritual omen. I think people are genuinely losing it because they are allowing their means for mind control to actually control your perception of reality. And if you don't know, in the movie, what actually went on was that they implemented a 3-step government process. I believe that what they are doing is an actual contingency plan. And if you look this up, if you don't know, you need to know that the government actually has contingency plans. And a contingency plan is what they will do in an event of an end game plan. That's what a contingency plan is. I say, like Railway said, you better stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. If you don't already have your goods stocked up, have things provided for your family, and next year, starting January 1st, and we're getting hit with that BRICS currency dollar, and May 2024, we're getting hit with the digital carbon fingerprint, they letting it be known that they ready. They ready to go to war with the guys because we are increasing in consciousness. And increasing in consciousness in a means of raising that in numbers. Event of things like this does go down, and don't turn on each other, because that's the first thing they want y'all to do is turn on each other. You already know it. Not gonna realize that the world is actually
That's real.
and y'all
You definitely gotta get prepared for what's about to come, y'all, man. It's not no game, man. Definitely get prepared, man. Stay ready so you got to get ready. You know what I'm saying? Make sure them shoes is on, man. Your shoes on, man. Sure.
They can make him sound crazy because he's black.
Nick, what you?
That's enough for Kanye.
Okay,
I
y'all.
didn't
Y'all
hear enough
better
from
be
him.
ready. Strongest solar flare event ever recorded will cause blackouts and auroras. And they are describing this as an amazing event and potentially one of the largest solar radio events ever recorded. It seems that it's already caused disruptions, including interference with aircraft radio communications. It states the effects of the solar flare were so extensive that they were felt from one end of the nation to the other. God damn. It's getting serious, y'all, from one side of the nation to the other. In addition to the solar flare, it's also going to release a coronal mass ejection. More CMEs, y'all. For those who don't know what CMEs are massive clouds of electrified magnetic gas ejected from the sun at thousands and thousands of miles an hour. This leads to geomagnetic storms and in tails leads to auroras, aurora borealis, the northern lights. So these geomagnetic storms generate auroras, and they would be seen all over America.
Talking about the northern lights. These are also known as aurora borealis. You see them in pictures, movies, anywhere scenic. These vibrant colors dance across the night sky, giving off these gorgeous views. So what causes this majestic light show? It starts with a solar flare when charged particles are released from the sun and interact with Earth's magnetic field. Let's call this the solar wind. That wind ultimately enters Earth's atmosphere at the poles, where it meets two key ingredients, oxygen and nitrogen. Red and green auroras come from the solar wind reacting with oxygen. Meanwhile, the blue and pink ones are due to nitrogen. The northern lights are typically faint, so they're hard to see in big cities. Head away from those lights to where it's darker. Now boldly go, if you get the chance, and see them for yourself.
Now, my people, what are the odds that the sun lets off huge CMEs, and this would lead to aurora borealis so we can see, right? And now a rare storm comes to Florida. A huge rare storm, and I mean it covers the whole state of Florida. This is the skies in Florida right now, y'all. You can't see anything. How are we able to see aurora borealis with this type of weather? But y'all see what I'm saying, y'all? How is that? Crazy how we're supposed to have the strongest solar flare event this weekend, and then on the same weekend we have a rare storm headed to Florida. You see, y'all, the war is real, and I am piecing things together for you guys. I'm showing y'all what's going on. So obviously they know that these auroras are supposed to activate us. Someone doesn't want us to get activated. Somebody doesn't want us to get activated, y'all. It's literally a war on us. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Leave a comment down below.
The music. I would love to see them to the auroras, however you said. I would love to see that, man. That is a beautiful thing, man. Beautiful.
Industry is getting exposed right now. There are so many clips coming out of the top rappers in the industry rapping without auto-tune, and I mean they speak for themselves. You saw that clip I posted of NBA Youngboy, and now there are new ones of rappers like Young Tuck. I'll show you right now, but if you don't believe this is all rigged by now, then I don't know what else to tell you.
Come on. What? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bitch, girl. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen to me. I say, because when I'm in that club, I celebrate. Celebrate.
I just wait these hands down. My job keeps peace. Yeah. Baby.
The music industry is getting exposed right now. There are so many clips coming out of the
Yo, nah, that's crazy. There's no way they sound like that, man. That's sad.
The sun just unleashed a huge solar flare in the largest of the
Official AI movie. How?
Hope a nigga don't try me. They gon' find a nigga body. I spent some rest on these diamonds. I spent some rest on these diamonds.
There's a big storm about to hit Florida in December. This shit is most definitely controlled, modified, but I'm gonna let the news tell you that the weather has been modified. Let's get into this video.
First thing I want to make clear, everybody, we've seen plenty of things.
Yeah, we're used to this.
It's just the time of year that's the most
head-scratching thing to me.
Hurricane season is over,
Right.
Noah. This is not supposed to
Mama
be
Nature
happening.
doesn't have a calendar, Luann, you know. The storm alert day now in effect for Saturday and Sunday for what effectively will look and feel like tropical storm conditions. Why is this not going to be tropical? Well, me especially, we could do a whole 30-minute lecture on this, but the quick and dirty of this is, first of all, the ocean temps are too cool. I've shaded where they're above 80, which is what you need for tropical development, and this low is going to track right where my finger is. So the ocean temps are too cool. That's number one. Number two, a tropical system is what we call warm cored. The core of it is warm as it goes up in the atmosphere. This is going to be cold cored like a nor'easter. So by meteorological and physical and the calculus of how weather works, this is not a tropical system, although the magnitude of the wind, the rain, the storm surge, the tornado risk will basically mimic one. So really it is an impressive little storm here we've got on our hands. Again, this is not going to be named, but it's going to have the characteristics of a tropical storm. I'm showing you this because this is a possible scenario. It's a computer model. It's not gospel, but this is our exclusive Fox model. You're not going to see this anywhere else in town. And it's doing a good job, I think, of initializing the way the atmosphere is.
There's a big storm about to hit Florida in December. This shit is
Hey.
most definitely controlled.
Right. They definitely modifying that, man. Supposed to be no hurricane in December.
No meat, no weights, no pills, no shakes. Do these. All alkaline food. Electricity.
If you live in Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, DC, or even New York, you need to watch this video because a massive storm is coming right now. The entire East Coast is preparing for a severe weather event right now as a major storm is hitting Florida right as we speak. Experts are warning that strong storms and possible tornadoes are going across South and Central Florida tonight. Almost the entire state of Florida is under a probability risk for a tornado. Very, very heavy rainfall is expected all the way up the East Coast, and already flash flood alerts are on alert for a lot of these states. If you live near the beach or going to be out in the ocean, please be safe because high wind and high surf are expected in much of these areas along the East Coast. This storm is coming from the Gulf of Mexico and is expected to crash into Florida on Saturday, which is today, and strengthen as it tracks up the East Coast throughout this entire weekend. It's expected to make its most powerful time on Monday. By Monday, it'll already be crashing into North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland area, and working its way up into New York. So if you or anyone you know live in any of these states with highlighted colors, please send this video.
I think I know what the Krabby Patty secret formula actually is. This conspiracy might ruin your childhood. You notice Mr. Krabs is always trying to hide the formula. Won't let anybody see it. Well, I'm thinking it's made out of crab meat. Notice how there's no other crabs in Bikini Bottom. And watch this scene right here.
We've both lost our luster. So that's what I taste like.
What did he say? And why is the Krusty Krab restaurant a crab trap, which fishermen use to catch and cook crab? Is Mr. Krabs grabbing all the crabs up and selling his own for profit? I think I know what the Krabby Patty secret formula actually is. This conspiracy might ruin your childhood. You know Mr. Krabs is always trying to hide the formula.
Sure.
Won't let anybody see it.
That's why it's called Krabby Patty. Krabby Patty. Dang, I never knew that, bro. The whole time, that's what that meant. They was eating crab burgers. That's crazy. Whoa. What's that? CGI? I look crazy now. Crazy.
What are these black cubes? What do they symbolize? Why are they in every major city around the world? I'm here to tell you that this black cube represents the cube of Saturn, the very cube found on the North Pole of Saturn. The truth is far stranger than you might believe. In the occult realm, Saturn is known as Father Time, and its symbology is evident everywhere you look. The planets aren't what you believe they are. They're not what you've been told. Behind these 7 energies that we call planets, there lies a far deeper meaning. The elites in power seem to worship Saturn, given that their symbols are pervasive. Take Michael Jackson's album cover, for instance. It features the word escape set against Saturn's rings. What do you think he's trying to tell us? Venture into the world's secrets, and you'll find a web of mysteries and esoteric knowledge hidden in plain sight. The Black Cube Matrix is one such enigma. The symbols are everywhere, from public sculptures in major cities to covert emblems in pop culture. Yet, only the initiated recognize them. When one gazes upon the prominent structures in places such as New York, London, and Tokyo, the recurrent theme of the Black Cube emerges, standing tall and unwavering. To the untrained eye, they might appear as mere architectural choices, but to those who are attuned to the esoteric world, it symbolizes a hidden truth. The cube of Saturn, located on the north pole of the planet, is the very black cube that you see represented across our world. The cube is not merely a geometric shape, it is an emblem of power, an indicator of knowledge and dominion, and the nexus of the ancient and the modern. To understand this connection, one must delve into the occult significance of Saturn. Known in esoteric circles as Father Time, Saturn is depicted with his scythe, representing both creation and destruction. While many in the contemporary world see planets as mere celestial bodies, the occult knows them as energies, forces, and deities. Saturn is not just a planet, it is an embodiment of time, discipline, and cycles. But why the obsession with Saturn? The elite powers that be understand the significance of the energies these celestial bodies hold. They believe that by worshipping Saturn and tapping into its energy, they can harness its power. Evidence of this can be found in numerous symbols and emblems, corporate logos, movies, music albums, and even fashion. They're not simply representations, they're talismans. Take, for instance, Michael Jackson's album, Escape. The title itself implies a desire to break free, but what's more intriguing are the Saturn rings clearly depicted on the cover. Is it merely an aesthetic choice, or was the king of pop subtly communicating a deeper message, a cry for liberation from the very matrix we're discussing? And Michael Jackson isn't the only one. Numerous artists, filmmakers, and writers have woven Saturnian symbolism into their works, nudging the aware viewer towards a greater truth. However, to say that space isn't real would be an oversimplification. What's meant by this is that our understanding of space, inculcated by mainstream narratives, is limited and skewed. The cosmos is not just a vast emptiness dotted with celestial bodies, it's a canvas of energies, stories, and truths waiting to be dissected. What are these black cubes? What do they symbolize?
Where's the new episode? Well, listen, I'm currently in a hospital. Whose baby is that? Anyways.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Kind of creepy, you know?
Yo, please help me. I don't know what the fuck is happening, man. Like, I just woke up in this hospital. I don't even remember what happened yesterday. And there's nobody here. Like, please, there's nobody here. Hello? Can somebody help me? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, I'm stuck in here, man. Like, there's no way out. Somebody please help. Like, what the fuck?
Man, you better get out of there and stop playing.
Is there anybody here? Oh my god. What's happening? This can't be real, right? This can't be real.
I don't know what it is about a hospital.
It's
When
like
nobody's in there, it seems so creepy. I don't know why. What? Nah, we gotta find the exit ASAP, man.
This world is crazy. That's it. That's the post. I don't know about y'all, I can't speak for everybody, but me personally, my higher self is calling me to sit the fuck down and focus on myself. Not everybody else, not the whole world. I was called at one point to be out there like, I gotta help as many people ascend as possible. I gotta I gotta speak my truth, and I gotta help the world ascend, and I gotta make as many unconscious people conscious as possible. Isis Wisdom said it was gonna be a call, and our higher selves is gonna tell us to shut the fuck up and focus on ourselves. Like, it's a lot going on in the world right now. Focus on you, baby. What do you have to do to be the best you that you can be? And I'm not just talking about in this physical world, I mean spiritually. What things do you need to truly work on that serve your highest self? What habits are you still indulging in that you need to cut off? What, you know what I'm saying, things that are you doing that is no longer truly serving you, that you're just stuck in a cycle with? Identify your cycles. Identify your cycles and break them. Break through your cycles. You get what I'm saying? Get ready for this abundance that's about to pour down on us. 2024 is the year for all of us. We went through this in 2023. This grand awakening, you feel me? The apocalypse, the grand revelation, all of this shit for a reason. We're about to get rained down upon us with the blessings and abundance that we truly deserve as gods and goddesses. But you have to do that work and be a god and goddess in the flesh, baby. You can't just think, oh, since I'm aware and I'm conscious, like, good things are just gonna happen to me just because. No, like, you still have to do that work. You're not exempt. Nobody's exempt. So do the work, get out your ego. A lot of y'all be like, oh, I'm a god, I'm a goddess, and y'all get so high and mighty and feeling so almighty and powerful, baby. You will be humbled by the universe, so get right. This world is crazy.
Universe for W.
Michael Jackson had connections to Epstein Island.
You know the Michael Jackson never.
Alright, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna take a nap, come back. We're gonna finish watching the rest of these. See how I'm being honest though, bro. I'm up at 4 editing videos, and man, I'll be back.
Neverland theory?
Neverland, no.
So you know how the whole thing with Michael Jackson is a scandal, like he would take boys to his home and then...
And there was a picture of him like this, with a baby.
No, that's his baby.
Oh, okay.
No, but this was like a whole scandal that Michael Jackson was taking these kids to his house. Neverland's kind of like an amusement park. They would just have fun and sleep over at Michael Jackson's house. But what people didn't like was, oh, is he doing that because he's getting like some sexual pleasure off of it? So it became a whole scandal all over the news. Boom, 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 boom. Everywhere. Headlines, news, blah, blah. Guess what was happening? The exact same time that was happening. Jeffrey Epstein's Island.
Oh, I think I heard of that.
That was the first time Jeffrey Epstein's Island was being exposed. Was during the whole Michael Jackson Neverland scandal. So theory was that he had to bite the bullet for the rest of of Hollywood type of shit. You'll put all the attention on MJ because the whole world's gonna listen about that.
By the way, this video is scripted and for entertainment purposes only. Stay weird. Michael Jackson had...
This man recorded real mermaids on the side of his boat. Two things swimming beside his boat at the same speed. This guy's going at least 30 miles an hour. They are going really fast.
On each side of the boat? What are those trails for? What's swimming fast underneath that water?
You can kind of make out a human, like,
So there's something swimming really quick on both sides of his boat. He doesn't know what it is. And then this happens. Check this out. I hear.
Are they sirens?
It's gonna be a sound.
Calling him out to his death. They're calling out to each other. Bro, get out of there. Run. This man recorded real mermaids on the side of the boat.
Sounds might just be real, man. Okay. That sounds too real.
All right, well, I never heard you explain. Please explain. What do you mean by so-called African Americans or so-called black people?
So-called black people. Black is the color of my hair. Black is the color of this watch band. Black is the color of the hoodie you got on. So, of course, we're not those colors. We are brown. We're copper. We're bronze. We're brown people. That's our pigmentation. That's the color of our melanin. So that's why I say so-called black, because black is the color of our Crayola. Black is the color of our crown. We're not the color of a crown. We're copper-skinned people. The reason why I say so-called African Americans, because not all, but 98% of the so-called Africans that's in America are not African at all. We actually are indigenous to this land, and we come from this land. So we have to quit acting like that all life started in Africa. No, all life stimulated everywhere. There have been black people on every inch of this planet since the beginning of this earth. You know, so we have to understand that and really do the research. And when you really do that research and you travel the world, you will see that. When you go to Asia and you go to China, the first people there that are still there now that they have ran to the mountains was Asiatic so-called Africans. The only reason why they put African to anything that's black, but that's not true. That's not true. Matter of fact, if you go to Africa, most of your African tribes don't even call that land Africa. They have another name for it. So where do we get this name from? You start saying that these names are named after conquistadors or people that go on quest and take over things. So the reason why I say so-called African Americans, I say African Americans because we identify as that as black people in America. I say so-called because me personally, I am not a African. Now, am I saying that I'm not in a relation or my DNA doesn't match Africa? Of course, we all are family. The whole world was black before white people were created. I want to keep that clear. Everything was indigenous. You have indigenous people of African lands. You have indigenous people of American lands. You have indigenous people of Asian lands. You have indigenous people of European lands. The indigenous people of European lands was called the Moors. They call it the Dark Ages. Why do they call it the Dark Ages? Because it was ran and controlled by dark people before white conquistadors came and became oppressors over that land. So everywhere on earth, even in Australia, you have the Aborigines. So everywhere you go on earth, there's a so-called black melanated being that originated there first. All life did not start in Africa. Many people are now starting to talk about that. There's a bunch of literature and stuff that's now widely spread at talking about these things. And America is one of the most ancient, oldest civilizations in the world. We have some of the oldest pyramids in the world. We have some of the oldest sphinx in the world. We have some of the oldest literatures and writings in the world. America is the ancient old world. And we can do a debate on this. We can talk about it. Anybody want to sit down and go through the literature? We can. I'm all game for it because I'm that confident in the research and the stuff that I did. The Grand Canyon is one of the oldest temples and civilizations of people, of ruins that have been left behind. And a lot of stuff in the Grand Canyon have been carbon dated, and it's carbon dated back to be older than certain things that are in Africa. We have an actual pyramid 20 minutes from where I stay. Is in Cahokia. It's in East St. Illinois. It's called the Cahokia Mounds. One of the most oldest pyramids in the world. The only other pyramid that I have found to be older than that is a pyramid in Mexico. But guess what? When you go to Mexico and you look at the populations around those pyramids, do you see Spanish people of light complexion? You see nappy-headed, dark-skinned people that speak good Spanish because them are your original Mexicans. You can't go to no geographical location on earth that it wasn't melanated beings there first. Whether I'm talking about the Dominican Republic, I'm talking about Puerto Rico, I'm talking about Cuba, South America, anywhere you go on the land, you're going to see black people there first. And then all other people come from us. And this is the truth. Science backed this up, biology backed this up, biochemistry backed this up. So when I say so-called African American, it's not to be derogatory towards African people. Them are our brothers and sisters. We are cousins through the genealogies of DNA and bloodlines. We are all connected. But I don't come from Africa. My ancestry line don't come from Africa. I come from the Shabti tribe of Louisiana. I know the tribe I come from. I know the zone I come from. We Chickasaw Nation. I know my people. We are not African. We not. We are indigenous to the Americas.
All right, well, I never heard you explain.
Y'all, check this video out. Kanye is at it again.
Say, y'all niggas saw this shit. Don't tell me about my fucking political opinion. I made more money to show you that money ain't nothing. It's our money, nigga. It's our country, nigga. It's how they stole it from us. It's pyramids, nigga. It's pyramids in St. Louis, nigga, in Missouri. They stole it. All this shit. America just the latest bitch that been ran through so many times. The Greeks hit her. Mansa Musa hit her. We had her. The Indians and shit. I know Jay-Z back here like, oh, this nigga go down now. I've been here for a year, my nigga. They can't fucking touch me. Why? Because God covered me. He covered me. And guess what, Trump? We ain't giving you the support. Unless you get Larry out. Unless you get Jeff out. You understand what I'm saying? Because y'all niggas, y'all politicians think y'all gonna just get our shit for free. All of a sudden, nigga, because you got a mug shot, you with us now? No, nigga. No, what you gonna do for us? What they gonna do for us? Y'all niggas done voted Democrat.
Kanye actually do be speaking the truth. And I'm pretty sure there are pyramids in America. They do say that America is Egypt. And that's why you also hear people say that people with my skin color built this country and that this is our land. But although Kanye be speaking the truth sometimes, he still is controlled opposition. It ain't no going back from that one video where he said he sold his soul for a Happy Meal.
Yeah, ain't no coming back from that,
but
buddy.
Most of these puppets are still breaking away from mind control, so they do speak on truthful things. Let me know y'all's thoughts on this in the comments. And by the way, I got some fire crystal jewelry on my website. Crystal necklaces and crystal bracelets. Here's the new variant of bracelets I just did. And then I also made these bracelets in here. And these. So go check the website out. You might see something on there that you really, really like. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. Y'all, check this video out. Kanye is at it again.
Say, y'all niggas saw this shit. Don't tell me about my fucking political opinion. I made more money to
Why is it not playing? Skip it.
You know the childhood.
I ain't got time for it.
What if I told you that it's real? It's crazy, but it's real. The Grinch is actually a biblical story in which the Grinch is a green gnome where he helps Auntie Claus, aka Krampus. And these green gnomes, they begin to turn green when they're jealous, envious, and very greedy. Sorta just like you know who.
The Grinch!
And this could just all be fake or conspiracy. Or you could just be saying, hey dude, it's a childhood movie. Calm down. But just know behind every story, there's also another story. And whether or not the Grinch is evil or not, it's also based on a spin-off that Dr. Seuss himself said. So you know the childhood movie The Grinch? What if
I literally was gonna make a video about this. I don't know about you guys, but ever since those solar eclipses, I've been feeling extremely tired. Now, I'm not saying the solar eclipses are to blame for this, right? Even though we do take on these energies and we change, we fluctuate, because the earth is changing right now. She's going through a pole shift, so we are also going through some type of pole shift. But as of lately, I have been feeling extremely tired, and not myself only, but also everyone here in the household. And the weird thing about it is we mostly eat raw foods. Now here's the thing, I would have thought something was wrong with me, but even my daughter, who is a ball of energy, was feeling tired as well. So y'all, the only thing that I have noticed that they have been an increase in chemtrails lately. Have y'all been noticing that? I mean, I be showing y'all pictures and videos all the time. This is Florida today. This is all over Florida. Great. Y'all see how low those clouds are? Those clouds are so low, like somebody put them there. But yes, y'all, this is abnormal, and I believe this is having some type of side effect on us, and it's causing us to be sleepy. I don't know exactly what these chemicals are doing to us, but it's doing something, honestly. Okay, yeah, I was also doing some research on some ailments due to these chemtrails, and you know how we've been feeling extremely tired, y'all? Well, chronic fatigue is one of the ailments. It's one of the symptoms, right? And here we go, we talking about parasites, right? Parasites is one of the ailments as well. So yeah, y'all, it's literally a war on us every single day, and this is literally affecting our health. This is the real reason why healthcare exists, because they already knew this. They knew we were gonna need healthcare. There is no coincidence, y'all. Everything is planned. So that being said, let me know what you guys think. Is anyone else feeling tired from all?
This is one movie scene that will change everyone's life. Goosebumps every time I see it.
Yeah, it seems like a good reminder, right? Your past doesn't define who you are. You control your destiny. You define who you are. Your past doesn't.
This is one movie scene that will change everyone's life.
I gotta watch Kung Fu Panda again. Got a new one come out. That'd be crazy if he become skinny or something like that. I don't know how they gonna do it. There's a lot of good movies coming out next year, though. Not gonna lie.
He's a professor at the University of Hawaii. He immediately started talking to me, and he was like, so what do you do for work? Your house is massive. And I said, well, I actually have an online university. And he's like, oh, and you have a degree? And I'm like, nope. He's like, you don't have a degree, but you have an online university? I said, yeah. I have a lot of occult information, and basically what I've done is I've studied that, and I've converted the information of what I've learned, and I've put it into courses, and I'm housing over 50,000 students. And when I showed him my dashboard and how much money I made, he literally like flipped out at me. He was super pissed. And I'm like, yeah, man. I said, I help people get healthier. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't say it on here. But he's like, what? He immediately told me that fructose is poisonous to the body. But I told him, I said, why would something that's natural to our habitat be poisonous? Except unless if it was modified. He literally just was like flipping out at me. So we went into a heated debate in front of 40 people. This guy's in my living room talking with me, and I'm just obliterating him with everything he's saying. And then he's just like, you know what? I need to get a beer. And he just like walks away, and my whole family, they were shocked because we were going through biology terms, chemistry, the sides of alkalinity, acidity, like we were bouncing back and forth, and the dude was shocked. And I said, dude, I'm self-taught. You're a full-blown college professor, and I got all the information that I literally just debated you about literally on YouTube and from holistic books. Going to real university in this day and age is a waste of money. You can literally just study anything you want to learn and create your own curriculums, teach, spread love and wisdom, and just do it yourself. 100%. He's a professor at the university.
It's gonna get to a point where people are just gonna like say F school and just homeschool the kids. Well, you know, especially with like how fast the internet is going, you're able to make money off of the internet, bro. Eventually, school and all that is not even gonna be a thing anymore. Right? Just give it like, I wouldn't even say give it like 2 more years. I bet it'd be like that. Everybody gonna be on.
Did you know if we have a terrorist attack or have a widespread natural disaster, the United States will break up into districts like the Hunger Games? By the way, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is what the districts would look like. FEMA in the States would have power over the districts if a natural disaster was to occur. But look what the news had to say.
And it gives FEMA and the Department of Homeland Security jurisdiction over what goes on in these places during a time of emergency.
So the National Emergency Center Establishment Act, what it does not do, it does not authorize any federal officer or employee to force an individual to enter a national emergency center or prevent an individual from leaving a national emergency center. So, Bob, it looks to me like there are some safeguards there. If you don't like it, you can leave.
Well, I'd like to think so. And this was actually one of the other things that was changed in this new version of the bill. They added this. But if you read what they're saying, you know, federal officer or federal employee, that doesn't cover members of the military. And since these are going to be installed in decommissioned and existing military bases, you're going to have people from the military there. So I would think they will have people, namely in the military, who would be able to force people to stay there or prevent them from leaving if that is what they want to do.
I just thought this was valuable information given how the world is right now. What district would you be in? I would be in District 11 since I live in Nevada. None of y'all beating us if the Hunger Games happen. None of y'all. Y'all can just stop that right now. Did you know if we have a terrorist attack or have a widespread natural disaster,
I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this because I feel like it needs to be said, but Cardi B is a prime example of no matter how much cosmetic surgery, no matter how much taking a man back, no matter how many times you get your nose, teeth, ass, and stomach done, if a man is going to cheat, baby, he's going to cheat. Cardi B has been consumed with being the baddest bionicle bitch for Offset since they got married. I have never in my life seen another celebrity get so many procedures done to their body alone. Not only that, but you appropriate black culture so bad that you literally went and got the black baby daddy and named your daughter Culture with a K. Because no matter how many times you say the N-word, no matter how many times you preach about your dad's, mom's, uncle being 1% black, now you see just what us black women go through when it's with a black baby daddy. And you kind of look just how Kim Kardashian does. You're just another baby mama. And mind you, I'm not talking about all black men who are fathers. I'm talking about the one-on-one black baby daddy experience that women of color, me, and most other women of color go through when it comes with supporting a man, a black man, that doesn't give a fuck if you're the baddest bitch on earth. Because once you pop them kids out, you're a wife and you're also a baby mother. And a lot of people don't realize that in black culture, when you become a baby mama, you 9 times out of 10 get baby mama treatment. And Miss Bella Cleese, people have been telling you for a long time, you shouldn't be saying the N-word. You shouldn't be doing this. And that's why Nicki Minaj be so mad. She's mad because you're appropriating her whole culture and getting away with it. I don't wish bad on no woman. I feel for that lady. But I have never been a Cardi B fan, simply because of how you dropped the N-word. And there was even an interview where you were asked, why do you say the N-word? And you couldn't give a valid answer. And then you came out claiming that you had black heritage in your family tree, when on Google, the only black that you have is because of 1% of your ancestry from your dad's side. It don't add up, because that don't make you African American. Every time we see you drop a baby, you're going to get your stomach done. You're going to get your boobs done. You're going to get your back done. You're going to get something done. Now, you have went on this table and almost died multiple times to keep up being the baddest bitch for, you know, your rapper baby daddy. And we saw what that led to with, unfortunately, the last woman that passed away because her baby daddy let her get on the table. You need to leave that man alone, because no matter what you do, no matter how many teeth jobs, nose jobs, no matter how many wigs you have. Do you know how demonic you have to be for the Vatican to say they ain't messing with you? Like, the Vatican is known for having their hands on some cultic, spooky, scary, demonic shit. So for them to step up and say, we will have no parts of you, is insane. Yeah, so the Vatican basically came forth and said they will not accept Freemasons, as well as saying they will not allow Catholics to become Freemasons. I don't know, it's literally giving one cult attacking another. So for the Vatican to say that if you practice Catholicism, you can't be a Freemason, I don't know, kind of sus. But nevertheless, let's get into it. Also, I talk about things like this on my podcast, which you can find on Spotify under That's Insane with Aja, as well as my YouTube, which is at my AJA Bay. Now let's get into it. So first, I want to start by showing you guys the actual article. And as you can see, it came out November 15th of 2023, which is this year. And it says, Vatican confirms ban on Catholics becoming Freemasons. Yeah, so the beef between these Freemasons and the Catholic Church has gone on for a very long time. And in this article, it says a centuries-old secretive society that the Catholic Church has long viewed with hostility and has an estimated global membership of up to 6 million people. So like I said, they've been hating on the Freemasons. It says active membership in a Freemasonry by a member of the faithful is prohibited by the Pope because of the irreconcilability between Catholic doctrine and Freemasonry. I wonder what that could be. The Vatican is saying it goes against their doctrine of faith, but that's not what I think at all. Now, before I tell you what a Freemason is, if you think that this picture is familiar and you've been on my page, yes,
That is the symbol that was on Doja Cat's demonic 27th birthday cake before she sold her soul. But let's keep going. So the bland, boring thing that they want you to believe is that these two Freemasonry groups it insists that a volume of scripture be opened in a working lodge, that every member professes belief in a supreme being. Oh yeah, and it also says that no women can be admitted. And the discussion of religion and politics do not take place within this lodge. And there's the other one, which consists of the jurisdictions that have removed some of all of these restrictions. So there's the one that follows the stuff and the one that doesn't. Either way, they're both very cultic. Now let's get into what the Freemasonry and the Freemasons really do. Or, viewer discretion advised, what the conspiracies say they do. Because behind every conspiracy, there is a little truth. So there are three main conspiracies when it comes to the Freemasons. And these go all the way back to the 18th century. And they are control of the government. So one of the conspiracies says that they have control of the government of the United States and the United Kingdom. They're religious, usually involving allegations of anti-Christian or satanic beliefs or practices, i.e., why it goes against the doctrine of faith for the Vatican. Let's keep going. And culture, usually involving popular entertainment. Many conspiracy theories have connected the Freemasons and the Knights Templar with worship of the devil. These ideas are based on different interpretations of the doctrines of those organizations. I'm gonna go over those doctrines. Because if you're anyone who thinks logically, you will see that they do in fact practice satanic worship. And the thing about Freemasons is they will come for you. So if you guys don't hear from me, you know why. But go check out part 2 and we're going to get into the whole thing. So first I'm going to start with religion and then we'll go from there. Do you know how demonic you have?
It's crazy how they like blackball the people that be talking the truth, man. Like if it's not true, why are you trying to do that? That's how you know it's true, when they do that. Like, if it wasn't true, you wouldn't even bother. Like, come on, man. Like, what? They be making themselves look so obvious, man.
Literally, I have been Literally, I have been obsessed with the lost city of Atlantis since I was a kid, and now that I'm an adult and I have access to all this education, I have been reading about it and where it came from, so I'm going to share some things with you guys. Also, I have a new rescue. I rescued this puppy. Willie's in the phone, but I rescued this puppy. His name is Champ. Say hi, Champ. Mwah. Okay, but I'm going to tell you about the lost city of Atlantis. His name is either going to be Champ or Chance. I'm not sure yet. Isn't he the cutest? But nevertheless, I did not know that the lost city of Atlantis was actually an idea put together by the Greek philosopher Plato. So the Greek philosopher Plato actually has these things called dialogues, which are conversations. And this is how the lost city of Atlantis came about. Plato made a dialogue called Timaeus, where two people speak about this lost city of Atlantis. Also, I talk about things like this on my podcast, which you can find on Spotify under That's Insane with Aja, and I am currently number 89 in the US. Please follow me on there, and let's get into it. So Plato has these two dialogues that are known to go hand in hand, Timaeus and Critias. And basically, Critias proceeds to tell the story of someone named Solon's journey to Egypt, where he hears the story of Atlantis and how Athens used to be an ideal state that subsequently waged war against Atlantis. And Critias says, oh, he's getting ahead of himself, and mentions that Timaeus will take part in the account of the origin of the universe to man. So again, this is a dialogue between Timaeus and Critias that Plato has written, and as you can see right now, what has happened is they have mentioned the story of Atlantis, and Critias switches to talking with Timaeus, and Timaeus takes over and speaks about the universe. Timaeus chimes in and says, there have been and will be again many destructions of mankind arising out of many causes. The greatest have been brought about by the agencies of fire and water, and other lesser ones by immemorable other causes. This is a story that even you, Greeks, have preserved, that once upon a time, Pathan, the son of Helos, having yoked the steeds in the father's chariot because he was not able to drive them down the path of his father. So Timaeus is speaking about how the whole story of Atlantis came about and how Athens destroyed Atlantis at war and how it came about by the seeds of God. Then go on to that text to talk about the world of souls, the beginning of the universe, and they start to relate souls to cubes and go on and speak about numbers, but the actual story of Atlantis is deeper than that. Atlantis was said to have fallen out of the favor of the deities and was submerged by a flood into the Atlantic Ocean and was barricaded by these mudslides, which is crazy because if you ever heard about the Tartarian, the legend goes that a mudslide took them out, but that's another story for another day. Whatever. But yes, since Plato describes Athens as resembling an ideal state of the republic, this is why they say it's not true and that Plato was just talking in concept form and saying that it was a state. But there is various evidence that when it comes to the lost city of Atlantis, if you take all the biblical references to bird people, mermaids, things of that nature, and just Greek mythology, because that's my next series is Greek mythology, and you see how they talk about Atlantis and the war between them and Athens, it does not seem like an allegory to me. And for Plato to be used in all these different references with math and all these theories they put together, why is it that we only take certain things from certain people? I don't know. I'm going to do a part 2. If you guys can please help me pick a name for my rescue puppy, that would be nice. Not only did this movie scare...
Breaking news. Earth was just hit with the strongest solar flare of this sun cycle. We just had an X-class solar flare 2.8 and the M-class solar flare December 15th. I love every time an X-class solar flare hit. You will see our skies light up like this. The sun just sent tons of high plasma energy towards Earth. And all of your coronal mass ejections will make the sun vibrate on a higher frequency. The plasma is headed toward Earth at 4.7 million miles per hour. This energy will almost take 2 days to reach our planet. The sun is actually a portal. You have ships and different beings coming back and forth from the sun. The people with the high-powered telescopes, they know this stuff. In fact, the Vatican have the most powerful telescope. This telescope is called Lucifer, the morning star, and the X-class solar flare being the strongest out of all of the solar flares. This is what scares them and catch their attention. Every time a solar flare hit our planet, it powers you up. These solar flares destroy their Wi-Fi and navigation systems. It also destroys radio frequencies and causes blackouts. You guys might as well wrap Christmas up. Santa isn't coming this year. Peace and Ashe, y'all. Breaking news.
I was so loud.
Heaven is here and hell is here. They're both in the same location. And what is your job and mission on this earth, according to what I read in the Bible, from what I understand to be factual information? Your mission is to bring heaven to earth. Your mission is to create a divine outlook on what you think life is supposed to be and what it should look like, and how people should love one another, and how we should be all prosperous, and how we can utilize our knowledge and wisdom and combine that with our technology and everything else that we've learned, and love for animals and everything else, and then how we can then project that consciously from a multi-dimensional platform of thought into a three-dimensional reality. That's what this is all about. That's what heaven is. And right now, until we figure it out, we're in hell. Heaven is here, and hell is here.
Did Drake reveal his secrets or selling his soul in his concert? It starts with him sitting on a bed as a young teenager growing up on his favorite shows like Family Matters and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. We then see the transition into stardom where we see his role in Degrassi.
That's crazy how they did that. Is that a hologram?
After that, he goes to bed, still a young teenager. The
I don't
lights
know how they
turn
did
off
that.
and
That's
there's a
crazy.
spotlight.
That's
Jumping
crazy.
and flying and dancing around the spotlight is this shadow demon-looking figure.
what they're doing, but
it starts to fly around him, and multiple different spirits are spawned, creating a circle which eventually creates a portal. And out of the portal the spirits made comes out Drake. Did Drake reveal his secrets or selling his soul in his concert? It starts with him sitting on a bed as a young teenager, growing up on his favorite shows like Family Matters.
It's not Drake. I don't even know why. That's not young Drake, man. And if it is, it's a hologram. That's not him, though. There's somebody playing as him. But I get what they trying to do with this, though. This is definitely an example of him selling his soul, and we already knew that, though. I don't know why he gotta put that out there, but dang, okay, exposing yourself. I see.
4 is the number of law and order. If someone had a 4 in their fucking license plate, peace. I ain't going with you. Because you have a higher chance of getting pulled over, and I kid you not, that shit saved me at least 3 trips to jail. People thought I was fucking crazy. I'm like, you for real, dude? I'm like, yeah, I'm for real.
4 is the number of law and order.
Okay.
When Donald Trump came to power, did he not try to institute law and order? He did.
Yep.
He is a 4 life path. He's a law and order president. 4 is the number of law and order. Something you guys can see all the time with your own self. Whenever it's the 4th, 13th, 31st, you're going to see a whole bunch of cops pulling people over. Because that is the number of law and order. So, for instance, how do you apply this to your everyday life? If it's the 4th, 13th, or 31st, and you're a hustler, not the day to be hustling.
Really?
That's the 4th number
Because
of
it
law
added
and
up
order.
to 4, right? Yeah.
By the way, if you're an employee looking for good workers, hire people born on the 4th, 13th, 31st. They work hard.
4 is the number of law and order. If someone...
Good morning. I'm coming to you this morning with a very important message. Please pay attention. With everything that's going on in the world, between the stress and the anxiety and the propagandas of war and tensions around the world, a lot of people, including myself, are unraveling. People are coming apart. People that would normally be the nicest, kindest people are different now. Now is not the time to play with people. Now is not the time to prank people. It's just not. We live in a very different time now. And as I said, many of us are one thing away from losing it all and throwing it all away. Things that would normally we would just let go or brush off. It could take the smallest thing to set a person off right now. All these things you see on the news of people losing it in malls and schools and football games and things like that. That person probably had a normal morning when they woke up that morning, but one thing set them off. Now is not the time to be playing with people. Not at all. It's the time to mind your business, stay in your lane, be aware, pay attention to your surroundings, and move different. We live in a very, very different world these days. And as I said, the sweetest, kindest person could be one thing away from throwing it all away and coming apart. So be mindful how you deal with people.
When we breathe in as a people, talk to me. What are we breathing in? Oxygen. Right. Say it again. Oxygen. Oxygen. And what do you need to light a fire? Oxygen. And when you breathe out, what are you breathing out? Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. Right? What's the root word of carbon dioxide? Carbon. And what does fire give off when it burns? Carbon. This is what we knew, that sun was in touch with us. And we're at our best under it. That light and the light inside of you is linked up. That light inside of you is ether.
Mm-hmm.
And identifies you as the utopia. And when you combine the two, you get Ethiopia. Somebody don't want us to know about the 9 ether.
That's right.
When we breathe in as a people.
It's like, clean my body. Yep, as you clean your body, old memories will pop up. How do you clear parasites from your body? Fasting. Clean eating. Fasting is the best thing, because when you fast and you get really hungry, that's a parasite, bro. Literally. Spine started feeling funny. It's a good thing. It's always a good thing. Think of this. Anything you feel in your body, when you're trying to clean your system, it's something's fixing itself. Fasting, low-key, have a huge urge to eat. Always, man. That's the beauty of it. The urge to eat is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to be strong or be weak. Every time you get that urge, am I weak or am I strong? Is my fat ass gonna go eat a pizza? We're eating that pizza. No, we're not. You gotta be your inner voice, man. Should I just fast when I get cravings? Yeah. You get cravings that don't belong to you. Is there information in your web course? Yes. Touching the veil. Or get the celestial tablet. I got hard copies coming of that soon. And when those pop, they're gonna have everything you need. Everything you need. Goes over all the good foods, the bad foods, the different fasting plans. Out of breath. No, we ain't out of breath. I don't even need to breathe. We do need to breathe. Damn. It's like, clean my body. Yep, as you clean your body.
Scientists just got caught hiding a real phoenix. Just 5 days ago, a hiker found something the world will never forget. Tanner Miles was in the mountains of Colorado in a forest closed off to the public called Hidden Pass. The area was previously used for scientific studies but was shut down in 1987. Tanner stumbled upon the area unknowingly and found a large metal fence blocking his path. The gate of the fence was mysteriously wide open.
Did you know that it is against the law to interact with dolphins unless you are at an aquarium, zoo, theme park, etc.? The reason for this is not to protect dolphins, but to stop humans from developing connections with mammals that are actually smarter than us. Dolphins have a cerebral cortex that is 40% larger than humans, and they have their own language which we are unable to comprehend. It is considered that dolphins may have knowledge about Atlantis, Lemuria, etc., which generally is hidden from the public via the Vatican archives. Damn! Okay, so I definitely agree with this post. Only because, one, I've looked into dolphin-assisted births, and studies say that if women is giving birth around dolphins, it will actually assist and help with their birth. And two, sea life has been here longer than humans, which would also tie into Atlantis. And three, if there would be any ET in the ocean, my first go-to would be dolphins, because of their cerebral cortex is 40% larger than humans. And I'm pretty sure they have information on Atlantis and Lemuria. I believe dolphins are very ancient creatures. And then to top it off, this post ends with, it is considered that dolphins may have knowledge about Atlantis, Lemuria, etc., which generally is hidden from the public via the Vatican archives. If you don't know what the Vatican is, this is the Vatican with the Pope. And it literally looks like a reptile. And if you don't know, all religions are under the Vatican. So yes, I definitely believe that the Vatican has some crazy secrets. So yeah, I definitely believe that most sea life are the real ETs, especially coming from Atlantis or ancient Lemuria. Let me know y'all's thoughts on this in the comments. Also, crystal necklaces and
Don't say me shit.
Take a closer look at this logo.
Take a look at this latest Mountain Dew.
Take a closer look at this logo.
Take a look at this latest Mountain Dew video. They are literally showing you truth in plain sight. And as you see in this video, it's just full of symbolism. They are telling you what they really are and what they're really about. Beware of the reptilians, because they are out there pretending to be humans. They are basically fallen angels.
Hold on, y'all.
Or
It's a
demons.
spider. Oh, man. A spider.
They're pretending to be.
I don't know where that spider went. I ain't gonna go.
They are literally showing you truth in plain sight, saying your soul needs to do. It's very creepy stuff. There's symbolism in everything anymore. Take a look at this latest Mountain Dew video. They are literally showing you truth in plain sight.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that? This is in Florida. Y'all see how this is two different colors? Now, I took this video in Florida. This is just now, y'all. This is literally like 5 minutes.
Alexi Treviso case. People are saying
I didn't mean to do that.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that? This is in Florida. Y'all see how this is two different colors? Now, I took this video in Florida. This is just now, y'all. This is literally like 5 minutes ago. I was driving down my street, and I came across this blue light in the sky. It stretched very, very far, y'all. Literally. The sun came out to play, and then the clouds literally covered this, and out of nowhere, this blue light appeared. I don't know what it was, but here it is. The blue light, it looks way more intense than this video shows, but you see it stretch far over there as well, y'all. See that? You see how it's different color? These clouds over there are like dark gray. Look at that. But we've been getting pretty bad weather here, y'all. The weather has been pretty intense here. Lots of rain, lots of wind. What's going on? What's going on with y'all? This is, yeah, look at that, y'all. All behind me. And here's more of that blue light back there. I don't know what it is, but it's very mysterious. It literally appeared out of nowhere, y'all. That blue light just came out of nowhere. The cloud covered the sun, and then that blue light just out of nowhere. And then literally 5 minutes later, this appeared out of the sky. It's crazy times. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? This is in Florida. Y'all see how this is two different colors? Now, I took this video in Florida. This is just now, y'all. This is literally like 5.
Alexi Treviso case. People are saying she's a fucking psychopath. She goes into the hospital, right? And she's saying, oh yeah, I have hella back pain. They're like, miss, you actually don't have back pain. You're actually pregnant. She's in shock. She's like, there's no way I'm having a baby. Like, I'm scared. Like, I can't have this. She goes into the washroom. Fam, she stays in the washroom for like 2 hours. 2 hours go by, she goes out the washroom. In the washroom, there's hella blood. She goes back in her bed and like she's chilling there, thinks no one's gonna notice, right? The maids of the hospital come in the washroom. They see the blood everywhere. She grabs the garbage and she picks it up and she notices it's mad heavy. Oh shit. So fam, she literally threw her baby, like killed her baby and threw it in the garbage bag. And like there's a video where the doctors come in and the mom is and her sitting in the bed and she breaks the news. She's like, he saw a baby in the trash.
We discovered a dead baby in the bathroom. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. It came out of me. I didn't know. It was not crying or anything.
It pisses me off because she was like, Alexi was like, I don't know, that thing wasn't breathing. She kept referring it to that thing. Alexi Treviso case. People are saying she's a fucking psychopath. She goes into the hospital, right? And she's
That's crazy. No way you give birth and then kill it. That's sad. No. That's not cool. At all.
He's been putting up videos on YouTube, and he is now the #1 most subscribed to musician in Canada on YouTube. And number 20th in the world.
Are you hearing this?
Flown out to Atlanta just to meet with him and meet different producers and different people. I was actually going to meet Jermaine Dupri at his studio.
How did you find Justin? I saw him online for the first time. My family, friends had all told me that you're a fool if you don't go meet this kid.
Yes.
So I called up my partner, Scooter, and we came together and we met. He sang my song for me.
Yeah.
Better than
Which
me
one?
at the time.
You got it bad. Really? Yep.
He had a higher pitch, so it was a little bit better.
Surviving Hollywood, Justin Bieber Part 1. Man, let me tell you, this man was like the new age Bow Wow. He was manipulated, tossed around, went to almost all the producers, man. Diddy, Jermaine Dupri, man, like
New Age Bow Wow.
If we were a
crazy.
fly on the wall, this man's life is crazy, man. He went from being a pop star to being Christian to meeting his crazy now girlfriend that stalked him literally for years just to be in the position that she's in right now. This is all alleged, but we just gonna go through this man's storyline and how he got to a point where he's at right now. Part 2 next.
He's been...
This study that's going viral right now shows that the more time that you spend hanging out with your mom, the longer that she's expected to live. A study from the University of California, San Francisco shows that a study of people spending more time with their elderly family members means that they're going to be living longer.
But
researchers found that loneliness...
I heard, and I just said on Google, that seeing a spider means you need to be more patient. I guess I do need to be more patient. I never knew that. Yeah.
Plays a large role in
I don't know
the
where it
decline
went though,
so
but I was
often
trying to kill
associated
it.
with
Man.
old age. The study
Keep
followed
going, though.
1,600 adults with the average age of 71. Despite controlling for socioeconomic status and health, the lonely consistently held higher mortality rates. Nearly 23% of lonely participants passed away within 6 years of the study, as opposed to only 14 of those that reported adequate companionship. This professor says that older people tend to look past things that don't really matter and put more of an importance of hanging out and spending quality time with your family members. They also say that beyond inviting our older relatives and friends to our home, it's important to encourage elderly people to be friends with other elderly people, which is why, despite popular beliefs, older folks tend to thrive in independent or assisted living environments because they have other people their same age that they can become friends with. So for all of you that are feeling guilty, especially around Christmas, for not hanging out more with your mother, please go hang out with her right now, or if you don't have a mother any longer, find some other older person in your life and spend some quality time with them. This study...
The movie Matrix is this program, story of Neo, who wakes up from the illusion, can see fiction, and goes after the machine. So finally it comes down to the confrontation where he makes a contract with the machine, and then the next thing...
Yo, what's up with all these bugs coming out of nowhere, man? That's off. It was good.
Bang, he's right back in the Matrix with Smith. He says, if you know, and he says, I brought a few friends with me, which is the infinity of fiction. 3 plus 3 equals 6. How many ways can you do it wrong? 3 plus 3 equals 7. 3 plus 3 equals 8, equals 9, 10. Infinity. So the power of negativity in infinity can be wrong indefinitely, which is what our world's been for 8,500 years. And I kneel. And I says, well, king's got new clothes, 3 plus 3 equals 6. And the world says, you must be mad. You must be crazy if you're going to use correctness, a mathematical certification, to identify our illusion and disqualify the entire 8 billion population of this planet. You realize the damage this is going to cause? I'm going, 3 plus 3 still equals 6. When you remove all the things that can't be, what is left are the facts.
CBD is not really that good for you. Yeah, it might come from cannabis, but it has a lot of side effects. Some people use it for stress, anxiety, pain relief, all type of stuff. But the bad side effects consist of tiredness, somnolence, sedation, diarrhea, harm to the male reproductive system and testicular atrophy, harm to the liver, and all type of stuff. And if y'all don't know what testicular atrophy means, that means it makes your balls smaller. So please watch the dose of CBD that you be taking, please. And share this to somebody that be taking CBD. CBD is not...
A satanic altar was placed in the Iowa State Capitol building, and right next to the altar was a statue of Baphomet. It was also decorated with a wreath, and inside of the wreath was the satanic pentagram. Many members of the Temple of Satan began to gather around the altar and Baphomet and began to praise and worship it. But not for long. 35-year-old Navy pilot reserve Michael Cassidy beheaded the Baphomet. And later he was arrested for 4th-degree criminal mischief. He simply said, my conscience is held captive to the word of God, not the bureaucratic degree. And so,
alright, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end it off right there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, but I'm gonna go ahead and end it off, and I need to straighten up my desk. real quick. But we will be back tomorrow with more videos. Probably like I don't know how many hours, but y'all see I've been doing the hours, 2 hours, 3 hours. We're gonna keep that going. All right. Just let me find the clips I need to find, and then we'll get it all set up for the next bit. But with all that being said, I'm sending peace, abundance, prosperity. Make sure you get you a fruit in for today. I don't care what you eat today. Just make sure you get you a fruit for today. All right, and try to get a little sun outside if you can. But by the time I post this, it might be too late. But whatever. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.